All right, self-sabotage. So if you're somebody that has a goal, whether it's a fat loss goal or a muscle building goal or any type of goal, this applies, to fitness, but it applies to all other areas of your life and all other types of goals. So if you're somebody, let's say you have a fitness goal to lose weight and you constantly cheat on your diet, you skip your workouts, you talk negatively about yourself, you're always calling yourself fat, failure, you are always procrastinating, you're avoiding all the things that need to be done in order to achieve your goals. So all of these things are examples of what you call self-sabotage. So now what actually is self-sabotage? So it's when you passively or actively, so passively meaning subconsciously, you take actions and steps towards making sure that you do not achieve the goal that you've set yourself out for. You might be thinking like, this is crazy, like why would somebody do that? But if you're watching this and you've done any of the things I've just mentioned, these are all self-sabotaging things that you're doing. The problem with this is it stops you from achieving your goal. It literally stops you. And the reason why most people self-sabotage themselves are for two main reasons. The first reason is they fear failure. They fear that they're going to fail, so they make sure that they're never fully giving all of their effort into something. And then the next one is they don't truly, deep down, believe that they can achieve their goal. Now, the fear of failure part is more of an ego thing. So people who self-sabotage will not put 100% effort into their goal because they feel like if they do that and they fail, the pain of the reality that they failed, even though they gave 100% of their effort, is too painful, so they don't want to face it. So they rather not give 100% effort, and when they do that, they end up failing anyway because they didn't put effort in the first place. Guys, if you want to be better, you're gonna have to face failure. You can't identify yourself when you fail as being a failure. That's the problem. Because failure is actually a great thing. It shows you what you need to get better at. Because if you don't truly try, if you don't put in 100% of your effort, first of all, you're really slimming your chances of achieving what your goal is, and then you're also never gonna truly know where you're at in terms of how you can get better. So it's very important, guys, to not fear failure. It's not a bad thing. Don't associate yourself with failure as being a failure. You have to get that negative talk, self-talk out of your head. Failure is a part of the process. It's how you get better. It's how you learn. So don't fear failure. Welcome it. That's the only way you're gonna grow. So that's one of the problems. And then not believing in yourself, it can stem from a few reasons. And this could be because maybe you've tried losing weight before, or you've tried this goal before, and the more you try, the more that you fail, and that can be a very painful thing for people. So what happens is, over time, the more that they fail, the less and less and less they have a belief in themselves that they can actually achieve this goal. This is something that's within them deep down, and you may not even realize. You may think that you believe you can achieve it. Some days you wake up and you're like, yes, I can do this, but then other days, you self-sabotage. So that already tells you that you truly, deep down, don't actually believe you can achieve this. Now, the number one thing you have to do, or it doesn't work, is you have to rewire your brain and condition your mind to believing that you can achieve this goal. Now, you might think this is silly, like, how the hell am I supposed to do that? Like, this is so dumb. But you guys, you literally have to tell yourself that you've achieved this goal, that you are already where you want to be. So what I mean by that is, let's say, you're overweight and you're constantly thinking to yourself, and you're repeating this, you're saying it, I'm so fat, I'm so overweight, and you're constantly putting yourself down in this manner. Your subconscious mind picks up on this. You act on your subconscious mind 95% of the time. So that means you're not even realizing what you're doing, but your subconscious mind that's picking up all your negative self-talk, saying you're fat, you're overweight, you're gonna now actively or passively, in this sense, take steps in order to make that belief that you have of yourself a reality. So you're gonna skip your workouts. You're going to cheat on your diet, even though you really want to achieve this goal. So to avoid that, you have to tell yourself, you know what? I'm working towards this goal and I'm fit. Literally just lie to yourself. It sounds really dumb, but I'm telling you, it's gonna work. For example, when I was working on conditioning my body for a show, for a photo shoot, there were days that were super hard, and what I had to tell myself to get myself through it, to do it, was I had to lie to myself. I had to say, you're not tired, this is easy, and I conditioned my mind to make sure that I was gonna go through it and actually do it thinking that it was easy so that I can get through it. So that's how you condition your mind into doing what it is that you want to achieve. So again, guys, if you're thinking to yourself, you're a loser, you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're going to stay in that reality. So condition your mind is the first step. Step number 2 is, if you don't have very much of a belief that you can achieve your goal, what you need to do is set smaller goals that are going to be in line with that big goal that you have that you don't feel like you can achieve. Set these small little goals that are super, super, super attainable for you. Something that you can do. So let's say your goal, you put your goal out to have 5 meals a day. You already do that and you're like, okay, let's see if I can just achieve this for a bit. So you do that. And then, once you achieve that, check mark that off, and then move on to the next little goal. And what this is going to do is it's going to help you realize that you are totally capable of taking these steps and achieving these goals, which then correlates and expands to the bigger goal, which is whatever it is, losing 50 pounds. So it's going to help you have a belief in your ability so that you can have a belief that you can achieve your goal. And last but not least, guys, my third tip is to have somebody that's keeping you accountable. Whoever it is, make sure that they know what your goal is. They're truly keeping you accountable. They care about you, whether that's a friend, whether that's a coach or a teammate of some kind. Make sure that somebody's holding you accountable so that you have that extra support, you have that extra push so that you can actually do better with their presence. So there you go, guys. Those are my tips for self-sabotaging. If you have any questions, comment them below. Or if you feel I've missed anything in this, also comment below what your tips are and what helps you overcome your self-sabotage. And thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.